And on Wednesday, FIFA announced how fans can buy tickets. So many people have asked me. Some information has come that will range from $60 to $6,730, which is subject to change as dynamic pricing will be used to adapt prices based on demand for each game. It all begins in a week's time with the FIFA pre-sale draw entry period for qualifying Visa cardholders with a FIFA ID and a randomized selection process to follow. So we're getting some information. So for just a little bit of information, let's kind of run through what it will look like over the course of time. This is ticketing for the World Cup. September 10th to the 19th, there will be a pre-sale draw, which means it will kind of be like a lottery. If you're a Visa cardholder, you can register. Visa, of course, being a sponsor of FIFA. Then another early ticket draw in October. The actual World Cup draw will be held at the Kennedy Center in Washington in December. And then another random selection draw will take place in mid-December 2025. There is also the ability to register with each federation as a fan, and there will be plenty of tickets that go towards the federations. But now we're finally getting some information on this process. So if you want to register, everything is through FIFA. They have an app that will also have a secondary ticket market you can buy tickets from once they've actually gone on sale as well. But now that we're getting some more information, Ian, it starts to feel that a little bit closer. What do you make of it?
Infantino would be very proud of you for what you just did right there, by the way. That was a promo that would have cost a fortune to get it on our network. I'm thankful that you did do it. I mean, obviously, most important for me is that fans get an opportunity to watch their national team or even watch a World Cup game. The experience you get as a young human, for me personally, I was only 13 years old, watching my first ever World Cup in person. It was, of course, 1994. That is, right, I am old. However, it was an amazing experience that lived with me forever, getting to see opportunity in California to watch games. For me, that was real special. I was born in California, watching the FIFA World Cup where I was born. I never thought I would ever have dreamt of that opportunity. And to watch the US national team in 1998, I mean, FIFA World Cup is something unique, different and special. I also worked at a number of World Cups as well, which is really difficult to do. But this is about the fans. Make it affordable for the fans, which seems like that's what we're trying to do. The dynamic pricing is going to be interesting. I wonder how long those lower price tickets will be available for, because they'll be snapped up immediately. And I'm sure, and I'm hoping, that fans do get the opportunity to be respected by FIFA in this whole system, because more often than not we see a lot of tickets going to the grey market and then prices pumped up and then sold out for even more prices, which I imagine will happen regardless for the knockout stages and especially for those World Cup final games. But I do want to see a lot of people out there, so listen to what Chris is saying. This is how it's all going to play out. Get yourself registered, pre-registered for the pre-sale. If you got a Visa, great. It doesn't have to be a credit card. It can be also a debit card. So I found out from Chris Wittyngham as well, Gianni Infantino's best friend. I do hope to take my children. This is where I'm going with it. On a personal front, I'm going to be here working as much as I possibly can throughout the whole competition, because I live and breathe for football, and I want people to be experiencing it from stadium perspective, television perspective, and get the best content when you want to revise what happened in the day, but actually going to experience it for yourself, Witty. It's so special. Have you been to a World Cup game?
No, I've never been to a World Cup game in my 33 years, so I'm really looking forward to it. And the reason why I think it's important, by the way, Gianni Infantino does not need my help promoting the World Cup. I think those tickets will sell just fine. But the reason why...
I see what you're wearing. You're actually looking a lot like Gianni Infantino the way you're wearing.
But the reason why I bring it up, and the reason why I think it's important is this is actually the conversation that I have about soccer with the most people that I know that don't know anything about soccer.
Can you get me
I want to go. Yeah, well, first, can you get me tickets? First off, I can't get you tickets. But number two, it's just the information. I think people are desperate to go. They know this is going to be a huge event. Right. And I think people want to have their chance. That accessibility is really important. So I think this information is important to a lot of people beyond even just soccer fans.
Make sure you're clicking the right buttons as well, because there's a lot going on that FIFA website as well. There's memorabilia to be sold. There's also magic cards, e-cards. You can get a lot of things actually sold to you. You be careful in making sure that you're putting your name down for tickets in particular, because for you and your family, this is an experience that will live with you forever.